Hey guys, I'm Tyrone and welcome back to Harrison Family Farm. It's a pretty decent day today. I was actually kind of worried because earlier it was cool in the morning, and so I didn't know how the day was going to turn out, but as you can see, it brightened up quite a bit. It's pretty windy though, but neither here nor there. The reason I turned on the camera is because I was thinking about cutting some more of these trees up front like I shared with you guys a few videos ago. As you can see, oops, or maybe you can't see, hold on. There you go. As you can see, I just recently cut the grass, so it's really exposed, easy to get up in here and look. And so I was thinking about getting my chainsaw and just kind of doing a little bit more clearing here. And I think that's exactly what I'm about to do. So I'm gonna go get that and let's get started. figure it's a good time to show you guys so far what I've been able to do. So I got this little grouping down here. As you can see, a few others here. And I'm not gonna cut these up like I did in the most recent video you saw me guys cutting in. I'm gonna pull these like I did before. I'll pull them around somewhere else and then I'll clean them up there. And so, still got a little bit left, but I'm making me a path straight through here. I'm gonna get rid of this one here. That one behind it as well. There's another one behind there. And it's probably a good, I don't know, 7 other actual trees left that I want to get out of here. So I'm gonna just keep working on my way back. And I figure the way that this is going, I'm gonna end up having to pull the trees once they're all fell, pull them back around that way versus across the front of the yard, across the driveway like I did last time. But yeah, guys, just wanted to give a progress report as I'm making my way. About to keep at it and see just what I can get done. I think I've come to a good point of pause. I haven't taken out every single tree that I think I want to, but I've gotten most of them out. I do want to be mindful and thoughtful for my future self in the sense of navigating how I'm going to retrieve all of these out of here. So I want to make sure I leave myself a path. And then also I don't want to take down trees that are so entangled with other trees that it's not going to immediately come down to the ground. And so I just want to be mindful of that. So other than that, I pretty much got down everything I wanted to get down. Let me show you guys. So this is the area that's already pretty much been cleared. But this is the backside of where we were trying to get to. You see the driveway is on that side. And we were looking through this thicket here that I've now cleared. So we did really, really well. I'll take you guys to the front to get an idea, or maybe a better idea in sense of just how much we cut. Grab my chainsaw. So all of that you can see, minus what's immediately on the left, is all stuff we just took down. So yeah, this is back to where we started at. And once I get this clear, we'll be able to see straight through. This side is lower, so you can't see as much. But yeah, guys, I think we did pretty good. Didn't take all that long. I'm not going to get it moved right now. Hold on. I'm not going to worry about getting it moved right now. I actually am going to go inside and freshen up a bit Saturday. And so both of the middle kids, they both have games today, this afternoon to be exact. So we're going to start with volleyball, leave there immediately, and go straight to football. So I'm going to go in here and try to get ready, get myself together, and I'll check back in with you guys in a bit. So it is now the next day. I actually didn't get into too much around here as far as outdoors and things. After the kids' game yesterday, I kind of hung it up just because it was pretty, I don't know, it was probably like 6 or 7 or so. And then I had a friend that came into town that was unexpected. And so kind of talked to them on the phone for a while and then ended up meeting up with them later. So yeah, I didn't get much else done around here yesterday. Now today, this morning, I have been trying to make myself productive. And what I've done is, I spoke about this a lot, but I finally went ahead and done it. And I rearranged the dog's pen area. And so I'll show you guys real quick. Kind of hard to tell on camera just because that fence doesn't come through very well. But I kind of elongated it over to this side over here a little bit. And my biggest goal in doing that was really just to get them away from our septic tanks. You can see them right there together. Previously, that pen had included that area. And so I wanted to get them away from there. And I also wanted to create walkable access through here. I had that, if you guys previously, or if you guys remember previously, I had this fence right butt up into this corner post here. And so it made it really hard or cumbersome to get through here. And so further, what I'm going to do at some point is I'm going to put a insulator on this post somewhere, run me a wire up, and then bring it down over here. I might attach it to this dog kennel here or something. I'll figure it out. I'm not exactly sure just yet. And that way I can still energize this fence as well. And so there will be no change there. I'm hoping this creates me enough room to bring those trees that I cut down yesterday, bring them around over here. We'll see. I'm hopeful to be able to get to that today, but we'll see how it goes. And I just say that because I probably should have put the tractor's battery on charge. If you guys recall, I've been having issues with it, and so we'll see how it goes and if it wants to start once I get the charger on it. I also need to get that tractor running just because I want to cut this lateral field over here as well. It's grown like crazy in no time. It's only been, I don't know, just a few weeks really, but we did get some rain, and so I attributed the growth to that rain that we got. But yeah, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and get this battery charger out here. That way that could be working. I could probably go ahead and unhitch this trailer and maneuver it somewhere out of my way, and then prepare to probably put nothing on it if I'm gonna bring those trees around. I gotta make sure I get me a pretty good path going. Like I kind of mentioned yesterday, I'm gonna drag them from the other way, I believe, and bring them around this way and put them on that path that I created last time. That way I can cut all the limbs off of them and everything just like we did before. But let me stop yapping and get to actually doing something. So currently the battery was at like 10 volts, so it's definitely not holding a charge. So we'll let that sit a while, see how it wants to do, and see if we can't get it started. If I do get it started, then I'll go ahead and get the air compressor going, air up the tires and whatnot. But I'm not gonna get ahead of myself. In the meantime, I think the goats are a little bit tangled up. I think I'm gonna go out there, see if I can get them untangled. And then also potentially look at moving them. What I've been doing is kind of easing them back into the property that's not cleared. Oh, hush it. But what was I saying? I've been easing them back into the property that's not cleared and just kind of cutting limbs and things as I go back to keep them from getting tangled. And I've just been tying them off to different trees. And so it's been fairly effective. Of course, I have to come out here fairly often to make sure they're not tangled. And they're usually pretty vocal about it when they are tangled. So as you can hear now, I think the female's tangled up. Yeah, she's caught on this tree. So yeah, she's got a limb that she's caught on. I'm gonna get her untangled real quick. But you can see the clear difference in where she has been. Hold on. There we go. You can see the clear difference. Well, I don't know if it comes through on camera, but where she's been, right up in here. And this is right behind that pile, that big old mound that I always talk to you guys about that I want to get clear. So like I told you guys, it's pretty shallow, but it's just long. And so it's actually a pretty ugly dip over here, which actually reminds me, the whole goal here of my instructions to these contractors or excavators was I wanted to fill this ditch. And so I don't know if you can tell, but it drops down pretty significantly. Maybe if I can zoom in on this, the base of this tree, you can tell. Let's go. Oh, sorry. Well, it's not clear, but it's down a ways from me, is what I'm trying to illustrate to you guys. And so I wanted to fill it. That way it would not be such a drop in the land. And unfortunately, all of our land slopes downward that way. The whole street slopes down in that kind of a way, but we just have a lot of different valleys and like just pits in our land. And so it's one thing I am going to have to do at some point when the finances allow for it, is to get some type of machinery, whether that's a mini excavator, a bobcat, and even a dozer too, like really all three, to really be able to tackle and handle some of these things. And if you guys have watched early on, or from the beginning, and that content is still up, I actually have on several occasions rented machinery and equipment to clear land here. So that's something I might continue to utilize and look at doing in the future. But yeah, the whole point was to have those contractors fill in this big old valley here, but instead they stopped a little bit short and left it there. So that's how that came about, just FYI. But yeah, guys, like even this tree, like the base of it is, you know, it's hard that it doesn't come through on camera, but it's down a good little ways from me. Yeah. But anywho, the whole purpose of having this female goat over here is I wanted to get this area behind it exposed. That way I can come in here with my chainsaw, be able to see a little bit better, and clear some of this up, because you guys know this is something that I do want to get taken care of. And so what I've been thinking after she's been over here and I've been able to see again, and it dawned on me, like, yeah, this is a big old cavity. Rather than burning it or worrying about getting rid of it, selling it, or anything like that, I think I'm just going to cut it up and try to fill it up as best I can. I don't know how well that's going to go, but at first I got to get more of it exposed. That way I can have some area in here to work safely, to be able to cut some of this stuff up. But we just have a lot of those kind of divots and valleys in our land, and it's crazy because I really don't know what caused it. At one point there was a house here, but it's been over like 60 plus years or so. And so the information about it is really limited that I'm able to find. And, you know, I guess the land has just sit since that time, but for me to assume it's just water erosion is crazy, because some of these things are really, really deep. I know I really haven't taken you guys onto the land very much, And it really is. I just don't think it comes through on camera very well with it being so overgrown. So it's hard for me to point out and illustrate or show and capture things for you guys, at least in my opinion. You guys can let me know otherwise, but there's a lot of these little divots and things, crevice. And so I had the thought to really put a pond on here of some sort at some point. But again, that's going to require machinery, or at least reaching out to a contractor. But first and foremost, it's going to require me to clear more land to have, you know, the area exposed that I want to use. But yeah, there's so many of these areas, so that's something for a different day. I just start to think about it, so I get excited and I get to rambling, so forgive me. Anyway, like I said, let me get this goat freed up, and that way she could continue doing great things for us. Get back. Go back. There you go. Come on. This way. There you go. Well, now that she's free, let's go repeat that process for the other little ruffian. And so he's straight ahead, so you guys can kind of see better this way. On the left is where I haven't had them, where the direct line in front of me is where they've been. And I've just been tying them off at different trees. And like I said, just cutting as I go. You can say they've been here, but I haven't cut here because all the stems are still here from where they ate all the leaves. And unlike her, because she wasn't really tied up, she was just around that tree, he actually looks to be caught up in something. So let's get him free. Show your true colors. Got the goats taken care of, at least for the time being. And we got the tractor battery on charge. Another thing that I've been wanting to do is finish cleaning up my mess back here. If you guys recall, this is the area that my future fence line is going to run through, the next part that I'm planning on enclosing. And so I need to get this tree cleaned up that I cut down. I mentioned to you guys a few videos ago that it's already cut up into logs. It's just a matter of getting the top half of it either burnt or cleared. And I'm really leaning towards burned, and just putting me a pile together like literally right here. And that's gonna make it almost central for that tree that I got down right there, as well as this one here that I've gotten down. Today's a pretty calm day. We'll see if that's what we get into. I'm thinking that this is probably gonna be the best area for it, and plus I would love to burn some of this stuff out of here. I'm not gonna have it big, as I told you guys before. I like small fires that I can control and just add to, and also help me to keep a low profile. as we are entering our local burn season, or the local authorized time to burn, I'm a little premature, and so I want to make sure that I'm staying discreet. But yeah, so I might make me a little pile right here somewhere and see if I can't get it to go ahead and take off. I am gonna need some dry wood, but I think I got some here real close. I also got some stuff over there that I cut with the other week that I showed you guys when I said I got carried away with cutting. They could really be burned as well. Excuse me, allergies, man, and being out here cutting stuff in it, yeah, don't go well for me. But I'll be just trying to push through. Anyway, though, what was I saying? Sorry. But yeah, I'm not a big fan of carrying it to the fire, so I might save that for another fire on another day. But I don't know, I might just use my same spot. It's not that far away. Excuse me. Sorry guys, yeah, allergies are mother trucker. But anyway, I'm gonna let my nose and allergies reset real quick, and then we'll see what I get into. So I had me a little break. I'm back out here. Allergies, for the moment anyway, seem to be doing well. If you guys remember earlier, I was a little bit unsure of where I wanted to, well, I was unsure if I was going to have a fire at regardless, but then unsure of where I was going to place it. So what I think I've come up with is just right next to where my fire currently was. So you see that's the previous fire. And the reason I say right next to it is I'm going to just burn the stump out, or try to anyway. I'm just really considering this tree right here. It's got some overhang that might present an issue, but maybe not. It's pretty green. And like I said before, I don't plan to have a really big fire, so that might actually do me. So I'm gonna start kind of gathering some brush, put it around here, and see if I can get it to go ahead and take off. And if so, it'll help me get some of this area cleaned up, particularly over there where I told you that fence line is gonna be. But I want to get both of them cleaned up, if I'm being honest with you. That way I can continue to clear that way, but also make room for the progress I'm trying to make with the fence coming this way. So let's get to it. We got the boss watching, making sure we clear his land just the way he wants it cleared. That Jay-Z, he always following me. We're gonna try to see what I'm up to. But yeah, guys, our fire's off to a great start. It didn't give me a hard time at all, as you guys saw. And so it's cooking, it's doing well. I'm slow to add stuff to it just because, like I mentioned to you guys before, I want to keep it small and contained. And yeah, that's my goal here. And so I've been working over there. I've just now started to pull from this pile. And so I'm gonna continue to pull from it, and we'll see what we come up with. And I'll give you guys a progress report here soon. Progress report. It's probably an hour and a half, 2 hours later now. And I've been out here burning and just adding to my pile steadily as we go. Let me show you guys real quick. So that's what our pile looks like now. I assure you that pile of ash is not gotten there from a lack of me putting stuff there. And so you guys will see I've thinned this out quite a bit. You can actually see a lot of the underbrush and the logs and stuff that were in there, especially on this side. Like, this was a whole nother tree here too that you can't see. So what is left is just remnants of the second tree we cut, which is right there. And then I did a little bit of work over there too, but I'm not about to walk over there right this second. What I am about to do, it's almost time for the defending or two-time defending world champs to play. And so I want to go ahead and prepare for that, take myself a little break and catch a glimpse of the game or as much of it as I can, while also keeping an eye on my fire. So I'm gonna pick up a little bit of my mess that I got out here. I brought my chainsaw out and a few other things. I want to get those cleaned up. Although I probably will come back out here after the game, just depending upon how long it lasts. I would hope that it should be done, I don't know, maybe 6:30. And then I think I still have a little daytime to kind of wrap my fire up. I didn't get around to messing with the tractor at all. I really just kind of got caught up in trying to get this fire going and also trying to get rid of this brush. And I'm not mad about it. Like, I wanted to get the grass cut, I wanted to move those trees, but at the same time, getting this stuff cleared up allows me to make more room to bring those trees back here to then undress those as well, like I've already done these. So not even mad that I didn't get to it. I will have to, you know, put my charger and stuff back up, but that's no big deal. So like I said, get ready for my little break, watch a little bit of this football game, and then come wrap things up after the game. All right, guys, so it is a bit later. The Chiefs are still undefeated. Shout out to them. Just getting back out here. Want to go check on our fire, see how we're coming along. And then also, actually, what I want to do before I do that is I want to turn the water hose on, because the cows and the dogs both need some water. And so I'll let that work, because it takes about, I don't know, 20-30 minutes or so for the cow trough to fill up. Y'all just make a lot of noise. But I forgot, I was supposed to be charging my gimbal that I used to record while the game was going on, but I forgot. But it looks like our fire has done us well. I'll get these little straps around the edges, get them in there, that way they can get burnt up or whatever. But it looks real good. If you guys can see that it's glowing, so we got some good hot coals in there, meaning that if I come out here tomorrow, probably even I can actually get it to burn again. But actually, when I ended the video earlier, I didn't go right inside and start watching the game. I actually continued picking up brush and limbs and putting them on the fire. I don't know, I was just like, I didn't want to leave without getting the rest of it on there. And so I just wanted to go ahead and do that, and so I did. But yeah, guys. So happy to get all that stuff picked up and to kind of get it out of my way. I now have the opportunity to go gather my wood, kind of stack it up. And this I'll probably leave in this area for the most part, I'm thinking, just because it still needs to dry. And then this pile of seasoned wood that I have over here, I might actually take it closer to the house, kind of like I mentioned to you guys previously. This pile here, it's crazy. You couldn't even see this not long ago. Between that tree that was down and just before I moved that goat over here, all the brush that had grown up and stuff. So now that you guys can see it, I know I mentioned it before it was clear. But yeah, guys, I'm pretty satisfied. Like I said, I didn't get around to getting the tractor started. No biggie there, though. We were able to get some other things done, and I'm pretty happy with that. I don't know. I don't know what my tomorrow's going to look like quite yet. I know I got a few estimates with customers, but what I'm getting at is that hopefully I have some time. Maybe I can get those trees that I cut down, get them moved around back here, and start getting them cut up and undressed or whatever the case may be as well. And then I think I shared with you guys before, I need to bring my extension ladder out here and get this limb or a few limbs off of this hedge tree cut. I got a pretty big hedge tree that is right, or it has a limb that is right in the way of my fence, or where I'm going to put my fence. And so it is essentially that branch right there. That entire branch is going to be in my way. And so I want to get my ladder, get up here, get it cut. I might wait for a day that I got my dad around, just to have an extra set of eyes, extra hands, whatever. I might need a spotter, whatever. But at some point, it's got to come down to get out of my way. And I actually got this cleaned up pretty good too. It's not as clean, but remember, see, I still got a little bit of stuff here, but not much at all. I need to next get that tree cleaned up. And so that is to come. Like I said, I should have coals hot enough to allow me to burn them all. And that just might be what I do, is start working on that tree back there. But yeah, guys, I don't have much sunlight left. I'm gonna get this fire taken care of. But I appreciate you guys tuning in this week. I hope you have a great week. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share. Be sure to hit the notification bell, guys. And until next time, peace.